Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Friday the 13th
Oh, I love Friday the 13th.
of August. It is National Blame Someone Else Day, so it's all your fault, Heidi.
Okay.
International Left-Handers Day today. National Filet Mignon Day today. Oh, wait.
Yum.
What is that? Oh, filet mignon. I actually worked at a restaurant. I heard somebody call it filet mignon, and ever since then, I just thought that was funny. And I don't know how to say this for sure. I think it's a National Prosecco Day. Is that, it's like...
Prosecco?
Is that how you say it?
I don't
Prosecco. It's a meat, right? Or is it a cheese?
Yeah, it's a meat.
I know it's on a meat and cheese board, but I don't know if it's the meat on there or the cheese. Or maybe it's the board. I'm not sure. And since it is a Friday the 13th, I've got a spooky guest for you. That's coming your way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Scientists now believe that an Amazonian tribe that lives in the Amazon wilderness may hold the key to having a highly healthy brain. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And here's the answer number one: no social media.
Yeah, for sure.
Think about how much healthier our brains were.
Oh my gosh.
Before we had that.
Yeah.
A study found that if you're drinking a beer and a song comes on that you like, you get additional enjoyment out of said beer.
Out of the beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
You enjoy beer.
What about out of the song?
I don't know. You enjoy beer more when your favorite songs are playing.
Okay.
So
That's interesting.
here's the thing. They were just drinking beer in the lab, and they had to come up with an excuse. They're like, oh, what are you guys doing in here? Oh, well, we're doing a study. And I noticed when my favorite song's playing, they're just having a party. That's what was going on. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. I like to remind folks every once in a while that addiction is no laughing matter. If you or someone you know needs some help, that is what the site timeforrehab.com is all about. So we try not to make fun of people, and I don't think we do. We talk about these stories where they do silly things.
Right.
But I want to make sure that you understand we're not making fun of the people, because that's not nice. But I like drawing attention to this because it actually has helped people get on a better path in life. And we've gotten messages that are wonderful. So thank you for doing that, by the way. A passenger on a flight from Philadelphia to Miami had way too much to drink and started ranting that his family is rich and eventually had to be duct taped to a seat.
Yeah, we've talked about the guy who had to be duct
I
taped.
don't know if this is the same guy.
I don't think somebody else would have done it after that.
I don't know.
There was quite a bit of backlash.
Yeah,
for
I've got a
that.
link to the story, but boy, I hope this person gets the help they need, and it sounds like his family can afford it. Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. Jamie Lynn Spears, that is Britney's little sister.
Correct.
She was on Disney Channel for something, right?
Yeah, I think both of them were.
That's why I had this in this segment. I'm pretty sure I remember that. She posted a bizarre social media post on Saturday where she was sobbing to her 3-year-old daughter over the Britney Spears drama.
Okay.
So there's people going, maybe she needs help.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going
better.
on.
She better be careful what she's doing. She'll be the next one.
Meghan Markle's half-brother, Tommy Markle, ripped the actress on an episode of Australia's Big Brother VIP, saying he warned Prince Harry that she was controlling and shallow.
Oh.
It's her half-brother, by the way. Deborah Newell, the victim in the Dirty John TV documentary, claims O.J. Simpson once asked her out.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's like, yeah, hey, O.J. I don't know. And that is the story.
Okay.
We're done. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of PureCanaCompany.com, promo code radio. A musician named Big Lux, Biglux, went to a Connecticut aquarium and played the violin outside America's largest beluga whale exhibit. That's kind of cool. I wonder, because he could? I don't know. They just wanted to see how that would go. And the whale threw some...
Do the whales like it, or...?
Whale got up to the top and threw some change over into his hat.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks for playing. Some tourist areas in Lake Tahoe are being shut down after chipmunks in the area were found to be carrying the medieval plague.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait a minute. What?
That's a big deal.
How is this not a bigger story? Maybe it is. I have to admit, I have not watched the news in a while.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that just seems a bit odd. A new report shows that Google fired dozens of employees for misusing people's private data. I don't like to hear stuff like that. I wonder what they were doing. Whatever it was, don't do that. And I think we got room for one more story. This is such a bizarre story, too. 92-year-old woman in Germany pronounced dead at a retirement home because a doctor did not detect any breathing or a pulse. She was then transported to a mortuary for funeral preparations. Later that evening, a funeral home employee heard screaming. The employee was stunned to discover the 92-year-old was still alive.
Oh, my gosh. How awful would that be?
That would be very awful. Can you imagine being that employee?
Wow.
How
Can you
weird.
imagine being that poor woman?
Oh, yeah. That's probably worse, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Let's go with yours. Imagine being the woman or the employee or anybody involved in the whole story. Imagine being the guy that read the story. That's me. I just imagined that. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Friday the 13th. I thought today would be the perfect day to talk about a project we had a chance to chat a little bit about maybe a week, 2-3 weeks ago with Dee Wallace. We talked about 13 Fanboy. And on the line right now, I have Deborah Voorhees joining me. This looks like a really fun project for people who are fans of the movie series Friday the 13th. And there are a bunch of different movies in that series. This is really kind of a cool thing. Let's explain what 13 Fanboy is all about.
It's about an obsessed fan who is stalking the actors, his favorite actors from Friday the 13th and Halloween. Dee was in Halloween, and then we have tons of people from Friday the 13th.
And I see like Corey Feldman, Kane Hodder, CJ Graham. There's a bunch of people that, if you're a fan of this series, you're certainly going to know who all of these people are. But even if you're maybe not a huge fan, it still looks like a movie that would stand on its own, doesn't it?
Absolutely. This is a horror film, but it's also a thriller and a whodunit. And so I think one of the most interesting aspects about it is that everybody from the series, they're playing themselves.
Yeah.
So Dee Wallace is playing herself as somebody who is, a horror icon being stalked. same for everybody but Corey. Corey is actually playing a character, and he's playing Mike Merriman, kind of a sleazy producer. But everybody else, they're playing themselves, and it was written with some of their personality and some of the aspects of their life, of their true life in it as well.
This is something that's kind of near and dear to you. You're the director of this, but also going back to 1985, is that right? You were involved in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning?
I was. I played the role of Tina. The fans know me as the girl that got the garden shears through the eyes.
Oh. So what is that like when
exciting stuff.
when you get a chance to meet people who are fans? And again, I think it's kind of fun that 13 Fanboy is kind of this obsessed fan, but you get a chance to meet people who are big fans of this trilogy, or not trilogy, but this whole film series. And there are probably people who know way more stuff about this than you do, even though you're a part of it, right?
Right. That's for sure. There are some pretty uber fans out there that know all the details of every, I mean, there are people that can recite all of the lines of every film, and I cannot do that.
And sometimes we forget fan is short for fanatic, and when somebody is a fanatic, it's like they know every little thing. For people who are fans of Friday the 13th, and I know this is, again, today is Friday the 13th, and this is a day that is like a superstitious day for a lot of people. And then when this movie came out, way back when, all of a sudden it kind of brought on this whole new meaning for a whole generation. And I think it scared the dickens out of people to go to summer camps for the last couple of generations. But I think it's cool that you guys are keeping this alive. Now, there's another film on here, Never Hike Alone, The Ghost Cut, a Friday the 13th fan anthology. That came out last year. Tell me a little bit about that program.
Well, Never Hike Alone, that was actually from Vincent DeSante, and it was an extremely well-done fan film. Honestly, it was a quality of a normal, professionally done film, which normally fan films aren't. That's where I met both Vincent and Andrew Laity, because Andrew Laity was the lead in that, and so I ended up hiring both of them.
And again, that film is out now, and 13 Fanboy is coming soon. When can we expect to see 13 Fanboy out where everybody can enjoy watching it together?
October 22nd, we're going to be in some walk-in theaters, as well as hopefully we'd like to get into some drive-ins, so we're working on that. And also every, in-demand, video-on-demand kind of platform out there, and then eventually DVD streaming and everything else.
So right now is the time for people to start reaching out to their theaters to say, hey, are you guys going to be carrying this film? Because if people are asking for it, they probably will.
Yes, absolutely. That would be very helpful.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat today. I know it was very last minute. It was like we had been chatting a little bit. Then I realized I'm like, oh, Friday the 13th. Hey, do you have a minute to talk now? So thank you so much for doing that.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you taking time for us.
Again, 13 Fanboy is the name of the film. It's coming out in October, but we thought today would be a great day to talk about it since it is Friday the 13th. I've got a link to all the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Every year, about 132,000 births in the U.S. of A. are sets of twins.
Okay.
So if my math
did you
is
always
correct,
wish you had a twin?
when I was younger, I used to always think that was cool.
Yeah. I always wished I had a twin.
And then there was a movie. I don't remember what the movie was, but there was some twins that they at school, nobody knew they were twins. They thought it was one person.
Yeah. And they would switch places.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember.
And they're like Richard, and they're like Jason.
I don't remember
There's like,
either,
what's actually Richard Jason?
I always thought that would be really cool to be able to swap out, and then I could
thought
skip
so.
the classes I didn't like. And my twin sister would love math, and I could swap with her, and I wouldn't have to go to math.
What was your twin sister's name?
And my twin sister would hate home ec, and I could go to home ec for her.
What was your fake twin sister's name?
She didn't have a name.
Oh, well, I was going to see if she's available. She's my wife, by the way. All right. Thanks for listening to the John. I got to wrap it up the right way. I got it wrong yesterday. That's your fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Japan. A monkey preserve in Japan has seen its first ever female assume the leadership role of a monkey troop.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but in the past, it was always a male monkey that was in charge. Now there's a female monkey that's in charge. So that's what's going on at a monkey preserve in Japan. I don't know if they had a monkey mock election. I'm not sure. She
Were they
campaigned
rigged?
better. I have
China involved.
Would you just stop it? I don't think any of that. But this female monkey is in charge now in Japan. So there you go. That is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. This is a bizarre story. Paranormal activity? We don't know. A Colombian mayor baffled his social media followers, sharing a video of an alleged ghost attack on a security guard. He said, I want to share this video with you today, emphasizing that as mayor, I have the conviction that faith has insurmountable power. So this is Jose Manuel Rios Morales, mayor of Armenia. The official claimed that the assault took place in his offices while guards were conducting their nightly patrols. Okay. You can see a clip that's about a minute long. It's pretty grainy. It's from security footage at night. Okay. Officers seen walking down a hallway and then getting pushed into a wall. Oh. Flung by some supernatural entity. The guard tries to crawl along the ground where he appears to resist an invisible force tugging him along. The spooky footage concludes with two of his fellow watchmen rushing to his aid. However, the public need not fret that the halls of the government are haunted. The mayor assures us that he has enlisted a special team of religious Ghostbusters to help exorcise the Phantom Menace.
Wow.
I want to give everyone a little peace of mind. Let them know that they're in good company of the bishop and other leaders, and we're going to have God's blessings over every corner of the workplace. He said, we ask for respect and a union in prayer, and we assure you, that nothing can steal our peace and tranquility because we are protected by the hand of our Lord. So wow. That's pretty cool. I had that story for a week. I decided I'd save it since today is Friday the 13th. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. Police in Ontario seeking the public's assistance with a dangerous operation causing bodily harm investigation. A 38-year-old man hit one of his neighbors with his car. The man got into his vehicle and purposely struck the victim. His motive? The man that he ran over had been urinating on his front lawn. Okay. So you're making it sound like that's okay? So the guy got in his car and ran him down with his car. Police said that they attended in emergency fashion. Upon investigating, found the incident was a result of a neighbor urinating on another neighbor's lawn. Homeowner responded, getting in his vehicle, striking him with his vehicle. 38-year-old man retaliated against the other guy in dangerous operation of a vehicle causing bodily harm is what they charge him with.
Why would you be urinating on somebody's lawn, though?
He could go to jail for 10 years, by the way. The urinator... The severity of his injury is unclear. We assume he'll probably use the toilet next time, though. So I don't know.
I would hope so. That's just nasty.
It was nasty. But it makes our Dear John letter yesterday look really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, really.
If you missed that, it's on our Facebook page. This is today's Moment of Da.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Clearview. It's in Mississippi. Clearview. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm
one
going to
word,
say
by the
this
way.
one's a rehab center.
And the answer is Rehab Center.
Nice.
Look
Wow,
at you.
I am on a roll.
Are. But boy, you're going to come crashing down one of these days.
And then you're going to laugh.
I won't, actually. I'll feel really bad. I will weep with you. That is how we play.
Don't weep.
You do. That is how you will. That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Love this story. Police officer is filmed giving away a pair of sneakers to a man in need. This happened in Atlanta.
You hear this a lot. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, in Atlanta, a man was, says an officer was filmed giving a man a new pair of sneakers after she noticed the man was walking around with no shoes. According to the Atlanta PD, Officer Thomas was working her shift a few months ago. She noticed a man barefoot outside in the rain. She asked him if he needed some shoes and socks, and he responded, yeah, he did. Officer Thomas left to get some footwear for the man and returned, but unfortunately the man that she spoke to at the original location was not there anymore. She decided to keep the shoes in her car in case she saw him again. Soon after, she noticed a different man outside a Kroger store, and he was also walking around barefoot.
Aww.
She went to her car, got the shoes, and gave them to the unsuspecting man. She said she was not aware that she was being filmed during this act of kindness. She simply saw a person with a need that she could fill, so she did so. We thank the person who filmed this kind act and took the time to share it with others on social media. It was nice when good deeds of an officer can be shared publicly, whether that was the intent or not. So I think that's really, really cool.
I do too.
So I don't know why else the person would have been filming if they were, again, I don't know. And I've not seen the whole video. I see a screenshot of the person getting the shoes. I've got a link to the story if you're interested. It is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Friday, the 13th of August.